The mission of Special Olympics is to provide year-round sports training and competition for people with intellectual disabilities. There are several events on the upcoming calendar, and they could use your help. All the details are coming up next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Jeremy Morady, and with me today is one of our favorite guests, Mike Long, who's the Director for Special Olympics in Polk County.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming back.
I love it.
We like having you here, and I think last time we left off with all the stuff that you had going on in the fall, and with international competition stuff planning for, and then basketball competition going on. Fill us in a little bit to kind of catch us up to the present.
Well, just as I was here last time, I had Joe Wiggin with me, and the volleyball team was, of course, they're still getting ramped up and doing a lot of fundraising for that, but they're all going, of course, in March to Abu Dhabi. I always have to say that right. I think I finally get it down. Yeah, and basically they're going to be representing the United States in volleyball at that tournament, at that game. In between, we started basketball in November, and of course we've already had our county games, and we still got to do the area and some of that, but we ended up like 40 teams. It was unbelievable. Wow. We doubled the size of what we've had in the past almost, and in fact, it had to go in 2 days because some of it didn't get finished the first day. We actually had to do it another day as a makeup because of some other situations that happened, and it was a nasty. That was that day it rained. I forget the day. Oh, it rained so bad that day. It was unbelievable.
I remember that,
yeah. But anyhow, that went off great. We had so many teams there. Good thing we were indoors. Then we also had the following week, the Magic had us out there to the Lakeland Magic, out to RP Funding Arena. Great turnout. We had a wonderful time. We played 6 games before. Then right before, we had the Winter Haven Police Department come out, and they played us. We presented them with a trophy, and it was a heck of a day. And I mean, we had Special Olympics was all over the place. The Winter Haven Police Department was all over the place, and the Magic were just the greatest host in the world. They gave us autographs, and the kids just had a wonderful time.
Oh, I bet.
So it was. In fact, we've already started talking about doing another one before the year, sometime in January here already, because that was great. And of course, also in between there, we also had a presentation by the Tropic out there. I guess that was 2 weeks before that, where they gave us a check actually for a fundraiser we did out at the Myrtle Lake. For the fundraiser for that. That was nice, and we're actually talking to them about having a family fun day, we'll call it, or an evening where we go out there. So that's another thing we're probably going to do sometime here in January as well. So you were really getting a lot of community awareness, fun activities going on. Then we moved into January, and our big fundraiser for Special, first of all, Special Olympics, as we usually say, is we don't charge anybody anything. It's free. But so how you pay for that, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot that you guys do to go into that.
Just because it's free, it's volunteers, but we also have funding. Well, Publix is one of our greatest sources for that. They actually, the whole first of January was spent literally with Publix doing the torch campaign, and I want to thank everybody who gave money at all the Publix stores. It was fantastic turnout. The athletes loved it. I don't even know what the numbers are at this point, but literally we got in all kinds of support, people coming in and donating, and
that's done statewide too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, all over the whole state. Yeah, it was great. So yeah, big turnout, lots of success there. And the next thing that's kind of in the works with that is the Winter Haven Police Department does a 5K torch run's what they call it, but it's a 5K, and that's going to be in March. But of course they're doing the fundraising for it right now, and the teams are signing up. I think it's at active.com, but it's something we'll probably talk about later in another next time. But just be aware of it if you're a runner and want to be involved in that and you want to donate. That's in the works right now as we're talking. And then the other thing that just finished was the powerlifting team just got back from Georgia, where they went to the regional competitions, which is kind of a unique little group, and they were very successful up there and brought back several medals.
Well, I'm curious, like with the weightlifting team, because we haven't talked about them before in our previous segments. For getting up to the regional competition, what's the stuff that they need to go through to get up there?
Well, first off, you know, they play the county games, and then we do area, and then we usually do just state. But now we're starting to add this regional umbrella type to it. And it's funny that you asked that. Of course, they have to win all the way through to get an invite.
Yeah, you don't advance without. Yeah.
And of course, and the teams have to be together for a while. We sent 11 athletes up there who have been doing this for, I think 5 of them were new, but the other 6 had been there before. So it's kind of a good mixture, and it gives them great experience because they get to travel. And traveling for these kids is really, you know, overnight stays are like big to them. So
Sure.
yeah, they love it. But yeah, no, they've done great up there, and they missed last year because we didn't have the funding, but this year we did, and they went. The previous years they've gone a couple of times.
Okay.
So it's been a bit, but they're just doing great. Powerlifting is actually really becoming, I think I've mentioned it once before, that's becoming a really interesting, I think I was telling this at the end of the fall thing.
Well, yeah, at Southeastern,
Remember,
we had talked
they had
about
the big monitors and how like I said, it was the highest attended, trust me, go to a powerlifting event, even if it's not Special Olympics, you'll be surprised how exciting it is.
Oh, it is.
Because the way they do it, which is something I was surprised at. So yeah, that's really great. So.
Well, now it's a new year. You guys packed a whole lot in last year that you hadn't really pushed before. What are you guys pushing the envelope with this year? What can we expect?
Well, it's kind of nice. We kind of come off the holidays. We got into a few fundraising events, but what's happening right now is the teams are forming. So we need volunteers, we need coaches, we need people in infrastructure, because what we build up to is in March we have what we call our summer games. That is a mixture of several sports. It consists of bocce, first off, which is the fastest growing sport actually in Special Olympics.
Wow.
It's where you throw the little ball and have the little court. Fantastic. In fact, I never knew how, that's how I got involved with Special Olympics, was coaching a bocce team. Never played it in my life. And so, it's really neat to watch. And the strategies that go into it are unbelievable.
Wow.
So bocce's coming up. So the teams are starting up for that right now. And the practices are going on. Soccer, volleyball, track and field, cycling. And they've done something great. It's kind of added a little bit more of a burden for us. We used to, in the fall, we did gymnastics and cheerleading at the same time. Well, that's the same people. Those kids want to do the same thing. So they've split it now. So cheerleading is now moved into this group as well. Okay. So that leaves gymnastics. So that way they can do,
So you're not picking an either or. It's
right.
You can do both and split them in the year.
So now we've added cheerleading to that. So, all those sports come together. And so we have a big, big event. It makes a big final event when we start to have the county games and the area games and the state games. And I know we'll talk about this in other sets, but we go to All Saints and we take over the entire place. And it is just an incredible event when we have our county games just there alone. And of course, then we do and then the state games at ESPN are literally, I get goosebumps when I talk about it, because all the police come out for it. We do the sirens, but that's back in May. But yes, so it's these sports that are coming together right now that build to that big event. So yeah, we kind of bring these together to make our big thing. We also have tennis going on right now, and equestrian is just now, will be finishing up into its final pieces as well.
All right. So it sounds like you guys got a heck of a task coming before you.
Yeah.
I know you guys really rely on a lot of volunteers. If someone's wanting to volunteer, donate, what have you, how can they do that?
Give me a call. Okay. And I think you put my name up. It's Mike Long and the phone number, like you have done in the past. But yes, give me a call. I can find you a place. I got teams that are always needing more people. I've got coaches, places, and then just volunteering at our big events. We can't pull off a big event like that with, you're going to be talking 1,000, but 500 to 1,000 athletes. at various these events, and it's just takes a lot of volunteers to help make that a success. I can tell you that right now.
Sounds good.
And I want to thank everybody all year long. For 2018 was fantastic. Thank you for all your support, and I can't wait to kick 2019 and just make it run bigger and better.
Sounds good to us. Well, thanks so much for coming by, and we look forward to seeing you back for more updates and more competitions coming up.
Got it.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Polk County Chapter of Special Olympics wants you to know that the 2019 Special Olympics season begins with bocce, which is the fastest growing sport in Special Olympics, along with cycling, track and field, soccer, volleyball, and the newly added cheerleading. Athletes in these sports will be competing in county, area, and state summer games beginning in March. For more information on upcoming events or how you can make a difference in these athletes' lives, look them up on the web at www.specialolympicsflorida.org/Polk or give them a call at 863-873-8219.